everyone. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hi. Yes, I was about to tell me something, and I just clicked the live button, and then the
I
mute
was interrupted. Doesn't matter.
started. How are you all doing? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. This is one of those impromptu live stream, if you will call it that, because usually I announce my live stream a day before, but I was like, nah, let's do something new. Surprise you guys, just pop out. So this is the pop out live stream. I hope
The
you
pop.
guys I hope you guys get to enjoy it. And we have a very wonderful guest with us. None other than the mighty Yaşa. How are you?
Hello.
How is Finland?
Finland is good. My computer is lagging. I'm trying to. Everything is lagging today. Nothing is working.
Oh no.
You're having.
That's
You were having
that's
technical
that's
issues
supposed,
today too.
that's
So
supposed to be what that's not supposed to be what I deal with. That's what you deal with. Why is that the case coming from you? Yes.
I don't know, but yeah, it is what it is. Let's go. I think your Starlink
Oh
is working properly.
no, it's working. It's working very well. I can see from my end that there's no okay. If there's any lagging, it's from my system.
It
But I
started
don't think there's
lagging
any
as
lagging.
as
I
soon
do
as
not think so.
as soon as you said that, it started lagging. Hello.
Yeah, I started lagging a little. I could even see it. I could even see that. I was freezing a little bit. Hi guys, how is everyone doing? I can see Joshua Campbell. How are you? I can see Jazz. You know, that's Yasa Anta at Nigerian Perspective with Frank Steven. Hello guys. Hello to you too. I can see D. How are you? How is your day going? This person's username is Beyond Left and Right. Hi Frank. How are you? And in which city in Nigeria are you in? There are people who want to know my exact location. I wonder why. Good question is what I can. That's my response to that. Good question. Good question.
Well,
When you ask people very questions they don't want to answer, and they're like, that's a good question. And I'm like, and you know, yeah, we have Priscilla from Israel. Uh Joshua is like, don't spill. Of course, I will not. I will not. I keep that information private. No need for anyone to know. I'm in Nigeria and staying in Nigeria. That's all. That's all. That's enough information. That's sufficient, right? Very sufficient.
he's
Or
not
or
even
do you want
actually
to?
from Nigeria.
Oh yes, or do you want to give them your precise location? I had like, if you're in Finland, it's very safe over there, so you can just give out your.
Yeah, I live in Helsinki, Finland, near the central.
You see,
You can
you
you
see
can
that
you
that
can
is
find me hanging around there.
exactly.
I have no issues.
So yeah, if you want to put Yasa on the bull's eye, you know where to find him.
I'm here. I've always been
you
here.
know,
Everybody knows where
you
I
know
am.
where you know where to find him. I mean, they've tried so many times. It's not even private citizens that are trying to gun you down. It's the government. It's very it's,
They already know where I live, so it
your,
doesn't really
your
matter.
situation is very, very interesting.
Doesn't really matter.
Okoro said, "Sharp Ninja boy, no disclose your location. Oh, never, of course, never. You don't need to tell me. You don't need to tell me." Yeah, so we are going to be talking about the Olympics, right? Very
The
interesting
horrible,
things that
horrible,
be
horrible,
happening.
blasphemous Olympics.
Ah, no, I don't think it's blasphemous. It's very holy and sacred. The sacred holy Olympics. We're going to be talking about that. Do you know that there was a worship section during the opening ceremony? Did you see that worship section that was held?
What do you mean?
Y- You didn't see the worship section. You know that there was this worship performance. I think it was done by like a white, gay, transgender Kirk Franklin or something. Or will I call it CC Winers at this point? You know, you didn't see it, guys. In the comments, did you guys say, "Are we
Which
watching two
one do you
different
mean? I
channels?"
think all of them were like that. All of them were a bunch of drag queens. Which one of
Yeah,
the performances do you mean?
and all of them, they were all worship section. I was watching it and I was like, glory to God. It was so powerful. Worship sections we are going. It was as if I was in church. You didn't see it.
which one of them? Like, did the one with the Jesus imagery or the
Yeah, the
cow?
one, yes, the one where there was this guy who was like who had his crown of thorns was like flower like, and then he was sitting
Oh,
on, you know,
oh, you mean Dionysus?
yeah, yeah, the
Yes,
worship
yes,
section.
yeah.
It was a worship section. It was
Mm.
great. It
The
was great.
Smurf.
That's how you know. That's why when you see France in the hands of Islamists, you know what happened. You know, you know what happened. You know who they offended. Yes, someone is saying that we are lagging. Are we lagging?
I think you're
Sadiq
Starlink. I
Abdullah.
think you should send a support message to Elon Musk.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He needs to. I don't understand. He's not representing his product with me very well. This is going to lead to a decline in the sale of Starlink if he continues like this. I'm supposed to be his front person in Nigeria, and so far not good. Yep. So yeah, we are going to be talking about that. But before that, I want us. There's this video by Donald Trump that I saw, and I thought it was funny. And I said, you know what? An off topic that we are going to start with is a very good video. People like the video, but there was something I consider funny about it. There's just something I consider funny about it, and I want you to just spot the funny thing. Let me find that clip. Just give me a second. Let me find the funny clip. Meanwhile, did you see what's happening in the UK, in London, with Tommy Robinson, his arrest and stuff?
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah. Did they arrest
Now,
Momos? Momos too.
that would be
Have you
interesting.
heard from him?
I've not heard from him. That's true. I should have. I should have. I should have. I said, "Hey, Momos, I hope you are still with us. I hope you are not tweeting from a from a from a
his cell?
London holding cell. I hope everything is okay."
Yeah, I think he's okay. I think
I think he's
have it
okay.
in.
I think he's not. He's not the one they're after. They're after. They're after more. You know, well, Momos does not pose any serious threat. Just one Pakistani. What is he going to do? Nothing. You know.
Poor Momos.
What is he going to do? He's not going to do anything. So they're after the big fish, after Tommy himself, you know. But why is this not political? What will I call it now? Is this not political
Well,
motivated like
didn't they say
prosecution?
the protest was like illegal, and they showed a illegal movie that they had
Yeah, I
categorized
had
being
that.
terrorism or something like that?
Yeah,
I'm not.
I watched the documentary. I think the reason for why, but okay, it's one thing to say he violated a gag order, right? But that is not terrorism because he was arrested under the right. That's what it is called. Sorry,
Terrorism act.
on the
He was arrested.
terrorism act. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was he was violated. That means he's considered a terrorist, right? Or at least that's how they
Yes.
are considering him.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is weird because I haven't seen the guy doing any terrorism.
So that's kind of so weird. Like I wish Momos was here to give us his British insight on the subject and be like, oh, see what they are doing is that they are trying to silence my boy, something like that.
But I think he's gonna get out pretty soon.
Yeah,
He gets arrested every month and gets freed every month because they have no reason. They literally have no reason to keep the guy in the cell.
I mean, they took him. Some of the documentary that he was talking about. I think the documentary was about this guy who was this Muslim guy. I've forgotten his name. Who was attacked in school, and then they made it it went viral. Everybody was talking about it. Look, a racist white guy attacked a Syrian refugee. And then the Syrian guy, the child came and made this video where he was like, I'm always afraid of being bullied. I sometimes I don't want to go to school, but I have to follow the rules. And then, Tommy exposed that the guy is actually a bully. And the reason why he was attacked was because the guy attacked him was because he had threatened to rape his sister. So I'm like, oh, okay. That's some context that was much needed and necessary. Maybe you should have started. People should have. The news should have started with that. In fact, when you watch the documentary just reminded me of how horrible Piers Morgan can be. I don't know if you've seen the documentary, but it just reminded me. I was just reminded that, oh, yes, I know in recent times I'm beginning to like Piers Morgan, but yeah, there was a time when he was really a horrible person. There was a time where Piers Morgan, if a guest of mine was like, Piers Morgan is somebody who takes one step forward and two steps backward. So that documentary just reminded me of that. You should watch the documentary. It's really, you look like somebody who have not watched it, and you should. As a journalist from Finland,
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it yet.
you
I
should watch
haven't
the
really seen it.
documentary.
I should. I should. I definitely should.
Yeah. What am I looking for?
The article about
Not the
the
not the It's the Donald Trump video I'm looking for.
oh
Yeah, yeah. It was Elon Musk that tweeted that stuff.
what
It's
was it
just
about?
what it was about stopping trans something whatever. Let me go to Elon's page. That's where I'll find it. Uh that's where I'll find it. Just bear with me, guys. Bear with me as I try to find this video that I consider funny. Trump was like saying, we are going to we are going to defund any school that offers gender ideologies, blah blah blah, stuff like that. And he also said that anyone that still insists on max mandate, that he's going to stop federal funding to any of those schools.
People are commenting about the Olympics, Frank. We should perhaps focus on that.
All right. People don't want to listen to my interesting Donald Trump video. All
No,
of you are
nobody
all
cares
about.
about
People are all about hating trans people, transphobes. All of them in my comments. Look at what I have done. The monsters I have created.
No, they're talking
people
about
are all,
how is a painting how was the painting blasphemy, or how was the feast of gods supposedly related to Christianity. Well, I, as a expert, have answers for you as soon as Frank stops ranting about this.
Wait, I didn't know. At what point did you become an expert? These are things I'm learning every day. You are an expert. Expert in what now? expert in blasphemy. I didn't know.
No, yes, blasphemous esoteric symbolism. This is my shit. I love this shit. So
I didn't know you. What degree did you get in school to maybe you have gotten a degree?
Out of my ass. Out of my ass. The degree is straight out of my ass. But
all right. So I think this is the first article that you wrote.
Yes.
Anta was so motivated when he saw blasphemy. He became inspired. He wrote like 7 articles about this stuff. This guy is like, the thing got Anta fired up. It's like, yo, let's talk about blasphemy. This is what I like. This is what I like to see. All right. So this is the first article. It says, on the Olympics, they would never mock Islam like this. I won't call it mockery, like I said. They were glorifying God. The opening ceremony of the 2024 Olympic Game in France has sparked widespread debate and criticism. The visuals and symbolism of the ceremony has caused confusion and disapproval among many viewers. Okay. The performance of the Olympics have raised questions about the intentions of the ceremony's designers and the appropriateness of the message for an international sport event like the Olympics. Additionally, the ceremony included a scene that many have considered a mockery of the Last Supper. This has understandably offended many Christians and sparked debate about the use of religious symbols in such a context. Okay. The apostates of
Christianity. This Jewish guy was like, they'd never mock Islam like this. And
yep.
After the debate was about like Christianity getting mocked or parodied, people started to be like, oh, it's not about the Last Supper, it's about Dionysus, it's about the Feast of the Gods, and yada yada yada, without even realizing that the actual Da Vinci painting is also based on the Feast of the Gods, which they very clearly are depicting here in their drag version of it is also
Mm.
inspired by Dionysus and even Jesus. The imagery of Jesus getting crucified is inspired by proto Jesus Dionysus. There is a reason Christians got offended by the pagan imagery that was depicting Christian iconology
Mm.
with proto Jesus and the Last Supper, which is also based on the god of the feasts, feast
Mm.
of the gods,
Mm.
and without even realizing that these things are interconnected.
Interconnected.
It's you can't be, oh, this has nothing to do with Christianity. It's about pagan symbolism and Dionysus. Well, Christianity is all about pagan
Chris-
symbolism. it's, it's the same thing.
yeah, yeah, and I'm very sure that when these people were coming up with this concept, they were not like, no, let's remake the Last Supper. No, they were like, oh no, let's remake the Feast of the Gods. No, of course not. They were not thinking
Yeah, well,
about the Feast of the Gods. They were thinking about the Last Supper. That was what was on their mind. You know.
the actual organizer, which is a some kind of a drag queer guy called Thomas Jolly, 42-year-old French gay man who
Mm.
organized all of this.
Mm.
His Instagram posts are like full of this esotericism and satanic imagery, and he has all of this. He clearly has this eyes wide shut type of a elitist imagery and symbolism that he likes to
Mm.
use, which he has
Mm.
used in his
Mm-hmm.
performances, based them on the Christian iconology, which is based on European pagan iconology, like the Last Supper, the Feast of
Mm-hmm.
Gods, or Dionysus, which is actually
Mm-hmm.
proto Jesus, and
Mm-hmm.
that is the actual reason some Christians thought this was blasphemous, because all of these pagan imagery that Christians consider blasphemous was used in Christian iconology context. So people
Mm.
saying that, oh, you uneducated swine, don't you know this is not about Christianity? This is about Dionysus and his feasts and Greek
Mm.
mythology, without
Mm.
even realizing that all of these histories and mythologies and symbolism, they're very interconnected, that evolved from each other. And it cracks me up, and they think they
You
did shit.
look at this comment.
They
It's a
think they're
nice
doing shit.
Christian's own, Christian's
Oh my
own Greek
god.
mythology.
Do you not realize that Christianity is based on Roman mythology? Roman mythology is based on Greek mythology. Greek mythology is based on Phoenician mythology, and it just goes and goes and goes on and goes on. Nobody
Nah,
owns anything.
and
Everybody
and
lives on the same spectrum of things that evolve. Stop doing this
yeah,
stupid question.
and now the gays own the mythology. It's owned by the gays, the new religion in
No,
town.
okay, now it's owned by drag queens. Not even
Yeah, it's
gays,
owned by yeah,
not even like normal homosexual persons, like normal people. No, 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 no. Like these very flashy drag persons. They own it now, right?
yeah,
Not the
they are the
Christians,
real
not the Christians that have been doing it for 2,000 years in their churches, having images of Dionysus depicted as Jesus. No, not
mm,
them doing it for 2,000 years. It's the drag queens own it now. The
yeah, the
Christians
drag
are all
queens.
yeah, the Christians are culturally appropriating it from the Greeks. The drag queens are the actual owners of this
They are the yes,
iconology.
exactly. Exactly. They are now the owners. They run this ship right now. They run it. They've kicked you guys out. Now they run and now they
Yeah,
run this
people are
thing.
like,
So
who is at the top of the pyramid? It's a freaking drag queen.
so get used to it, Europe. The new lords are in
Yeah.
town. Okay. Yeah. The apostles of Christianity we are makeup drag queens, sexy dressed women, and seductive gay men. Yes, so why did you find them seductive?
Shut the fuck up.
These are the
So
questions we need to start
no,
asking
no,
in
no, no,
this
no.
live show.
So
This is
the
our
and
intervention.
one issue that was raised about this was, why the fuck
Mm,
did they have an underage Asian little girl amongst all of these adults who have dressed very provocatively, scantily, draggy, with their boobs and asses out, with their dicks and balls out. Why the hell? Somebody explain me what is this little Asian girl doing there?
Yeah, it's called grooming, but yeah, that's what it's called.
What's
That's what
this
it is.
about?
It's called grooming. It's called grooming. They're grooming somebody. This is a very kids-friendly scene. There's nothing about this that you would not want to show to your children, obviously. So, trying to expose them to the new lords, the new Santa, the new,
Yeah.
God.
And Jesus is a morbidly overweight female. The new sun god, the sun god with the thorns, the new Horus,
Exactly.
the new resurrected son
Hey,
of
look,
God.
Look, I was told that this is part of an essential part of French culture. Okay, this is essentially making parodies like this is part of French culture. Just like the Muslim have a culture of blowing things up, right? The French people have like this culture.
Watch the video. Go down.
Anyways, I mean, look at this. This is nice.
Like I would have absolutely loved this show. I would have absolutely loved this show if it was like historically accurate. They actually had like real depiction of Dionysus with real depiction of the feast with actual like how the actual painting looked like, the actual what the Greek ideal was of it, and actually did that without all of this raggy pedophile whatever the fuck. Nobody likes this. Everybody acts like everybody's acting like
nobody. Said nobody likes
likes
it. Somebody said it is seductive. I think somebody liked it too. I think somebody.
Frank, shut the fuck up. Go down. So my point is nobody's enjoying all of this drag trans. Nobody thinks this is aesthetic. Nobody thinks this is beautiful. Nobody thinks this looks good. People are acting the way they are because they think they have to act that way to be accommodating to all of these minorities and poor little drag queens. And it's so stupid. It's so stupid. Like,
look at this guy. He's wearing this. His body is shimmering. Look, he wore a shimmer. A shimmer on his head. My God, they went all out. Look, it's fine. You want to do what you do.
Jesus. There's Jesus.
Look at Jesus.
Like, Lady Liberty. Mithra. It's Mithra herself. It's the Lady Liberty. Back to the decapitated Marie Antoinette. Somebody posted that, hey, they didn't forget Islam. This image represents.
There you have it, guys. They did not forget Islam.
Yeah. They didn't just mock Christianity, all of this pagan stuff with drag queens. They actually represented Islam in a very, very honest and very, very realistic way by decapitating Marie Antoinette.
French culture is secretly Islamic. There you go, guys.
Yes. This is all just like, well, this is basically what some Muslims were also commenting, that is like they actually fucking love this because the West is mocking themselves, right? The Muslims don't have to. The Muslims don't have to call you gay and be like, "Oh, you blasphemous gay people," and all of this. The West is decadent, and the West is all drag queens. The West is all gays and pedophiles, and we have Allah. They don't even have to do it anymore. Like, these motherfuckers are doing it themselves.
Well, I've been told that France is not a Christian country, so.
But this scene was actually pretty nice. Like all the heavy metal and all of these.
Yeah, and the fire and stuff. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's
all of the drag. Look.
And then.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't be laughing, but this is absurd.
Yeah, and then there comes Fat Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, that's not Jesus. She is representing Mithra, or maybe Lady Liberty, or maybe all of these other sun gods, or maybe Horus, or without even realizing, like, you do realize all of these are connected, interconnected mythologies and iconologies and symbologies that are also present in Christianity and proto-Christianity and Egyptian and so on. It's so stupid people to be like, oh, it's not about religion, it's Christianity. What is it about then? This is all of it is Christian iconology.
All of this is about Christianity. It is any person who is making all those silly excuses, they're just making dumb excuses. They know. Yes,
Now,
and
now
they
pause.
know.
What is that little girl doing there? Who in
Which
their
where
right
is she?
mind? There. Where your mouse
Yeah.
is. Go
Ah,
left.
this
No,
lady.
that yes. No, that's not a lady. That's a little Asian girl.
I can't see clearly, so let me start. Sorry, let me go back a little bit. Oh,
That's a
that's a
little
child.
Asian girl, and the guy behind the guy behind her isn't
Mm-hmm.
wearing any pants. He's wearing only underpants, and there were fucking images, which I think got debunked later, but like him with an image with his balls hanging out. But later it was, I think, revealed that it was like a malfunction of his what's it called, pantyhose, and it like looked like balls or something. But this guy,
Mm-hmm.
forget about the balls, okay? Forget the
Mm-hmm.
testicles. What the fuck is this guy doing half naked in his underpants, dancing and thrusting his hip like behind a fucking small Asian girl? Who the fuck thought this was a good idea? Like, seriously. Like,
It's a great idea. It's a novel
forget all of
idea.
this blasphemy and
It's
forget about
about
the drag queens and like, what is this? This should be like this should be the main
it's,
topic of what the fuck.
it's innovation. It's called creativity. It's creative. They are being creative. If you're a creative genius, when I saw this, I was like, wow, so creative. And you also have to be controversial. And this is, but this is bad. Minus the sarcasm. This is really bad. Having this child here. Who are the parents of this girl? And did they know that she will be here?
And why is she the only Asian? Like, is she trafficked from like some Asian country? What is going on? Like, who is she? This is horrible. Somebody like do
Everybody,
something. Save that
everybody,
kid.
everybody. The truth is, everybody was represented in this video. Sex traffickers, beheaders, ancient mythology. Everybody had, if whatever you are into, there is there is
Strategies.
something for you in the Olympics. What do you want me to say? Everybody is evenly represented. This is very inclusive, very multicultural. You know, they had a black person, they have white person, they have an Asian person, they had fat person.
Notice,
What do you want? We
notice
have it.
the only biological female is a morbidly obese person.
That is the symbol of beauty right there. This is beauty. Okay. All right. So when
No,
I
no,
look
no.
at this, I see beauty.
Men
Yeah.
acting like women represent sexy women.
Seductive.
Fat, ugly, morbidly obese persons
Don't be
represent
sexist.
female.
Don't be sexist. Okay. Don't be sexist. The lady is beautiful, fat, big, bold, big and
This is
bold.
horrible. This is like
This
this is
is the
like
lady.
a
This is the lady.
misogynist.
This is the lady you choose when Lizzo is not available. This is
No, this horrible. Like if I hated women, really, really bad, I just hated women. This is
this is the
exactly the
image.
shit this is what I would do.
This is the image of yeah. If you think this represents femininity, then you're saying this is of course this is very misogynistic, but they don't see it like that. To say the perfect picture of a woman for us is what any person, any sane person, even Nigerians who like women with a little flesh, will call ugly. That is our definition of a woman. You just don't like women. You just don't like women. You just don't like women. But of course, this is inclusivity, okay? And this is also this man over here is what it means to be a man.
Did
Of
you
course.
just
So
call her a man?
with his even has hair on the chest. Hey, so seductive.
You
My
should be
God.
whipped. Women can have hair, Frank.
Sorry. Before YouTube will say I'm being transphobic. This is a very
Ban him.
strong,
Ban him.
beau-
Delete this channel right now.
this is a very strong, beautiful, and as in I'm powerful woman. Okay, this is
Yeah.
more woman than this person here. I said it.
Yes.
I said what I
Yes.
said.
That's exactly what it is.
And this is from the apostate prophet. He said, "Next, make fun of Islam like this." They cannot do. They did. They did. There was the beheaded person. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
The ceremony has been described as blasphemous, over sexual, and pedophilic. Pedophilic, not pedophilia. Since you are using adversaries, blasphemous, over sexualized, and pedophilic. Especially when there was an Asian girl separately among the adults. Blasphemy is indeed a legal right in countries where freedom of speech prevails. Is blasphemy allowed in France?
Yeah.
I don't think. I think they have anti-blasphemy laws in France, at least
No,
towards
they don't,
Christian.
but we have in Finland. Think about it. We have in Finland from the
No, I know,
1800s.
I know that many European countries have blasphemy laws, especially, but it's with regards to the church, like to maybe the Christian is Christian related. So there's certain things you don't say about. Although those laws are not being enforced anymore, I think, but they exist. The only time they are enforced is when you are making fun of Muslims. That's when people are like, oh, you know, there's something called blasphemy law that we have here.
That is what happens in Finland. You can say whatever the fuck about Christianity. You're not gonna get police, but you say
Mhm.
anything little, even a little bit mocking about Islam, you're gonna get police.
Yeah, it's like anti-terrorism act in the UK, right? You can post Intifada revolution, right? Long live the Intifada. You can
Death
wave the
to
flag of
America.
Hezbollah. You can burn even the flag of Britain. You can do all of that, and it's not deemed act of terrorism, right? But if you hold a protest and everybody is shouting Tommy Robinson, boom, you're a terrorist and you'll be arrested. So it's kind of how it's kind of how it works, right?
Yeah,
I
there's
mean,
just a
look if because I don't know what Tommy Robinson will have done that you consider like an act of terror, right? Maybe some people were terrorized when they saw white people marching and waving the the flag of the UK. Kind of, maybe some people were terrorized by that. Maybe that's the terrorism element. You know, some migrants were like, wait, what is this turning into? A white country? My goodness, they were terrorized. I get it, right? But in that same vein, there are people who see, you know, pro-Palestine rally and they're terrorized. So if it's based on your rally terrorizing people, which one is more terrorizing? You know, just say. Anyways, Anta has nothing to say because I'm not talking about sexual seductive men. That's why he's like, I'm quiet. What am I supposed to say? All right, sexualizing children and exposing them to adult sexual content is a serious problem that needs to be discussed objectively. The participation of a minor in sexually themed drag shows rightfully raises concern. It is society's task to protect children and ensure a safe environment for them to grow up. See, yes, Yaşa, a child-free, bachelor standing up for children. Me, I'm like, show them all the sexual content. Let all of them see it. What's there? Show it all to them. Let them see it. I don't know. The Europe is just going downhill, and at this point, I don't even care anymore. I'm like, oh, you want to do it? Go ahead and go ahead and show it to them. That's kind of.
Scroll down. Scroll down.
There's more.
Of course,
Oh,
there's more.
yes, my favorite image. Look at this. Look at this. What is this?
Well, people have like, okay, let's say that the Olympics was not about the Christianity, then what is a golden calf imagery doing there from the
It's
Old
from the
Testament?
no. This golden calf is from Greek. It's from Greek mythology. That's where this one
No,
is from. I don't know the exact one, but there is one that has something to do with the cow. I'm sure if you search
No,
deep,
you're
you'll
talking
find it.
about the Minotaur, and the Minotaur. If you want to depict Minotaur, you don't just depict a bull. You depict a maybe a labyrinth, a half man, half bull, something like this. This is explicitly from the Old Testament, from when Moses comes down from the mount with his whatever the
The tablets,
testaments,
the tablets, the Old Test,
tablets.
the Ten Commandments, yeah.
Yes, the Ten
And then
Commandments, and he sees impatient Israelites who were waiting for him to come down from the mountain, being very impatient, and they wanted to worship a god, and so they made this old god, the golden calf, that they were supposedly these pagans were worshiping before, and the whole idea of
Mhm,
the Olympics was queering Christianity with pagan proto-Christian imagery, which is also
mhm,
what this golden calf, which is also what Dionysus and all of this is pre-Christian pagan imagery to queer Christianity. And that is
Christianity.
exactly why some Christians thought it was blasphemous. It
Mm.
doesn't remove the argument saying that, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. It's about Greek mythology. Well, of course it is about. How do I explain this? Well, yeah, just continue the
Yeah,
article.
yeah, I get what you're saying. So the article goes: the most famous reference in the Bible to a golden calf or golden bull, like you said, is in the book of
Yeah.
Exodus. We've already talked about this.
Yes.
The
And
low rider on the
the
pale,
third
yeah,
one is this white rider,
on a pale horse,
which is one of the fourth horsemen of
horseman,
apocalypse from
of
the
the
book of
apocalypse, which is from the book
Revelations.
of
Yet
Revelation.
again, yet again, Christian imagery. How
No,
is
this one,
all
this
of
one,
this
this one,
Christian
this one is
imagery,
from,
not
this one is from,
Christianity?
this one is Egyptian. It's Egyptian mythology.
Yeah, of course it is.
Of course, it's from Egypt. What are you saying? It's from Egypt. It's not only particular to Christianity. The low rider on the pale horse is straight out of the Christian book of Revelation, one of the four horsemen of the end time. And there's a passage to go with Revelation 6 verse 8. And you ordered us to watch, so let's watch.
Yeah, there it is. So cool. Wow,
Mm.
amazing.
This is end of day stuff.
Eh,
Riding on the water.
it's just
Interest,
robotics.
interesting stuff.
Yeah,
Interesting
and then
stuff.
it was leading all of these flags, the nations, the
Mm,
horsemen, the horsemen of death. Go
mm.
up, go up.
It's
There is
leading.
a good image. Go up.
Yeah.
No, no,
Leading.
no.
Okay, okay,
This
okay,
one.
okay, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There it
As you
is.
can see, the demon of death, the horseman of death, the horseman of the apocalypse, the white
Mm-hmm.
rider, the
Mm-hmm.
actual the last rider
Mm-hmm.
is leading all of these nations to
Mm.
where? Maybe World War. I don't know. I don't believe in this, but I'm just like, you know,
Like, what are they trying to depict? It's so interesting. That's
yeah.
that's really
And
that's really interesting.
they replaced the robotic horse with an actual pale
It's an
horse.
actual horse, an
Yeah.
actual white horse. That's
And
very
then you can
powerful.
see it's closer, and they made it some kind of a Pegasus horse with the white lone rider. And this yet again gives them the
Mm-hmm.
plausibility to say, "Oh, this is about Greek mythology, or this is Pegasus." Well, yeah, the riders from the Revelations are also inspired by Pegasus and whatever. Doesn't Muhammad also ride the Burak, which is basically a plagiarized worse donkey version of Pegasus? These are all interconnected, and of course you can say, oh, this is Pegasus, but no, it's actually one of the apocalypse riders, along with all of these other pre-Christian imagery.
Mm-hmm. 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 I mean, I have nothing more to say than
No, no, no.
is
Go,
this
go,
your
go,
is
go,
it
go, go up, go up. There is like you can see the. No, no, go. No, 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 no. There's a text. Where are you going, Frank? Go
sorry,
down.
sorry. This
Down.
text,
The other one. Down.
this one.
What it symbolizes.
Okay, the pale horse with its rider symbolizes the culmination of the destructive circle of man that was started by the previous horses, the white, which is associated with with conquest and betrayal, the rest, which represents the devastation caused by war, and the black, which represents economic inequality and manipulation. The pale horse is said to be the ultimate consequence of a society completely immersed in imperialism, militarism, economic exploitation, and widespread debt.
So yes, so all of this imagery, so go down, is actually a queer critique of the guy who organized all of this, and this is it's basically a attack on conservative Christian values using proto pre-Christian pagan imagery that the Christian religion has always thought was blasphemous to critique it, basically to queer it. That was the whole idea. So people saying, "Oh, it has nothing to do with Christianity," which I think that's a weird argument.
No, of course, of course, of course.
I'm atheist. I'm an atheist myself, but it is clear that it was about Christianity. It's
No,
very
it's
clear.
clear. It is really clear. See, people always do this crazy semantics or whatever. They start playing with, oh, let's go back to the actual history, and let's see something. Especially when they want to deny the obvious. It is obvious. You don't even need like to know all these stories. What we know about these symbols today is enough to let you know that any person who is using them and the way it is being used is clearly, parodying Christianity. That is what it is about, and it's trying to send a message to Christians. A kind of a provocative message to Christians. That is what this is about. That is essentially what it is about, and there is
And
no other way.
they themselves in the other article, which we can look at next, but they themselves say that they achieved their goals if they pushed some buttons, which they did.
Was it this one? Is it this one?
Yeah, this one. So if you just refresh and translate it again.
This is what we are dealing
And
with.
so they kind of like apologized, but not really. They said like, "Oh, we're sorry if you got angry.
Yeah,
we're sorry if this made you angry." But they don't really like are not sorry of doing it. They actually say that they achieved their goals of critiquing and pushing some buttons and receiving backlash and that's what they were actually planning.
Let's read this article. It said the scene at the opening ceremony was reminiscent of Leonardo DiCaprio's painting, The Last Supper, but with drag queens, transgender models, and a naked man painted blue portraying Dionysus, the Greek pagan god of wine. There was also one underage Asian girl standing in the crowd. A parody of a biblical scene was performed against the backdrop of the river Seine. Its purpose was reportedly to interpret this god and increase awareness of the absurdity of violence between people. The organizers told X-Service. The intention was clearly not to show disrespect to any religion. The opening ceremony sought to celebrate the tolerance of the community. No. Yeah. We believe that this goal was achieved. If people have been hurt, we are truly sorry. France has a long Catholic heritage. It does, but also a long tradition of secularism and anti-clericalism. Blasphemy is legal, and many consider it an essential part of freedom of speech. The French Catholic Church said it disapproved of the ceremony, which includes mockery of Christianity. Monsignor Emmanuel, whatever, the representative of the French bishop at the Olympics, said that some French athletes suffer from sleep problems as a result of the dispute.
What the fuck? How the fuck do you suffer sleep problems out of this? Like, this is not a big.
Come on. Were you possessed by demons after watching this, and then they made you not?
Yeah.
An article in the Italian magazine, states, "Don't think we are moralistic narrow-minded. But what's the point of making every global event, even a sporting one, feel like a pride parade?" Very true. Very true. Why didn't they have like this kind of opening ceremony in the UAE when they had the FIFA World Cup? That would be interesting. That's a place where you need to start mocking religious symbols. But of course
because
they won't.
the viewers of football are 99% of men, and men don't want to watch that shit.
For people that I didn't know, so women are the ones who watch Olympics. Come on. Of course, when it comes to games, they're all watched by men. This person described the scene as inferior. Opening the Olympics by insulting billions of Christians across the world was a really bad start, dear French people. That's true. Um, the artistic queer director of the opening ceremony, described as esoteric and satanic, Thomas Jolly, said that the subversion of Christianity was never his intention. Of course, it was never your intention. We wanted to talk about diversity. Diversity means togetherness. We wanted to include everyone. It's that simple.
Yeah. How do you include everyone if everybody is a drag queen?
Yeah,
How is
it's
that
more.
including everyone?
It's so ridiculous to say you want to include everyone and you are excluding Christians. You are
You're excluding
literally
everybody.
intentionally excluding most of the population. Even Muslims don't even feel included in this. Like, who are you including exactly? Eh?
Drag queens.
Yeah, this whole talk, I annoys me whenever they do this nonsense talk about your inclusivity exclude a huge number of people, a very huge number of people. In fact, most of the world population are excluded in your inclusivity. Like you exclude like 70% of the world's population. And when you do that, you're like, we are being very inclusive. I'm like, how can you be inclusive by doing that? Anyway, the inauguration has been criticized by Donald Trump and the famous journalist Piers Morgan, my man Piers Morgan. Several ex-Muslims, atheists, influencers, and liberals criticized the event as extremely pointless against tolerant Christianity and demanded criticism against the criticism protected. I don't understand. And demanded criticism against the criticism protected. 1,000 times more submissive Islam, which was completely left alone from all queer criticism at the Olympics. They won't even try it. Why would they want to criticize the most tolerant? Because it's the reason why they cannot criticize Islam.
Go back
The reason
to
why they
the
cannot
last.
criticize Islam is because Islam is very tolerant.
Yeah, it's very tolerant.
So yeah,
Go
that's
back
why
to
it's
the last
Christians that are
article.
intolerant.
Can you go back to the last
Okay.
article? There's a section this guy, read this. So this queer director.
42 told British Vogue about preparation for the opening and closing ceremony of the Olympics and the
Yeah, you
Paralympics
can
game.
just skip down. So basically his original plans that he said he was gonna do instead of the apocalypse rider on the river, he was gonna do 200 boats, but then he decided not to disturb the river's aquatic life. So he arranged a last-minute mechanical white doomsday's horse to ride in pitch darkness, accompanied by this.
Yeah, he doesn't want to interrupt the
Scary
life of
music.
me. Very, very.
And one thing that one thing that I noticed was the slogan of the Olympics is "Games Wide Open." And it can be interpreted as imitating the well-known esoterically charged director Stanley Kubrick's film Eyes Wide Shut. Games wide open, eyes wide shut. And Eyes Wide Shut is about this elite hedonist people practicing secret sex cults with drag queens and all of this Dionysus partying and symbolism. Esotericism and all of this Illuminati.
So now they're no longer doing it in the secret. That's what is games wide open mean. Now it means that eyes wide shut is now public affair. So it's now games wide open.
Yeah, the
Wow.
eyes are open now. It's in your face now. They're not even hiding it
now in your
anymore.
face. There's no hiding anymore. That's powerful. That's powerful stuff. That is powerful stuff. Is this guy French?
Yeah, he's a French gay man.
All right. Powerful.
Yeah,
powerful.
His surname is Jolly.
He's a jolly good.
Yeah, he's a jolly good fellow. He enjoys satanic imagery. He loves it.
And yeah, he loves putting children next to naked men. That's kind of like one of the things he enjoys. Yeah,
okay,
yes, this
Yeah, just refresh and translate again. So this was about like these two biological men allowed now to compete against women boxing.
Mm.
It's
Games
just
wide open.
absurd. This is
Games. This is
crazy.
games wide open. Wait, wait, wait,
This
wait,
is
wait.
yeah.
So about wow in the Olympics, wow. Leah Thomas should stand a chance. Come on,
This is
you know.
bonkers.
Can you imagine? Who do you think will win? I'm rooting for the woman.
I'm rooting for the Asian guy. I hope he beats everyone.
Oh,
Yeah, male power.
yeah. A win for women. A win
Yeah,
for women. You know,
men are
that's
better women.
men are always better. We are good at everything, even at being women.
Yeah, yeah.
Algerian Iman. Oh, is an Algerian woman that is going to be fighting a Taiwanese man.
No, no, no. They are both men
Oh, they
who
are
are
both men.
scheduled
Okay, two
who are
two
scheduled to
men.
fight women.
Oh, so they have people who are trans from Algeria. That's
Yes.
progressive, guys. That's very progressive. From a Muslim country. Wow, powerful, powerful. Who am I to hate? This is revolutionary. This is powerful. We are witnessing history in the making.
They were
Two queer
actually banned last year from competing in world boxing championships. They were banned from women's boxing. They were said that you are men. You cannot
but
complete
the
compete in these.
but
But
the
now they're
Olympics were
allowed.
like nah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah, yeah.
In the Olympics you're like nah. Games wide open. Games
It's
wide
games
open.
wide open. It's inclusivity and it's women getting their faces smashed in.
Games wide open. We are opening the
Games
games
wide
up.
open.
Everybody are going.
Break the
You can
bones of
participate.
women boxers.
Yes, yes, yes. Wow, powerful
So
stuff.
progressive.
Games wide
Very
open.
progressive.
Very, so many women will so many of the female competitors will progress from there to the hospital. That's progress, right?
So go down. This basically this Asian guy in 2002 he participated in women's
Wow.
go a little bit down the text in the image. So in 2010 he went to women's boxing championships and he
Mm,
won the first place, $100,000, stealing that money
powerful.
from deserving women athletes that have been like doing enormous work to get in that position to actually like
It's
finally
so
get
funny.
paid.
It's so fun. The picture is even funny. Like, think about it. Like, when you see
Crazy.
Leah Thomas, like Leah Thomas, when you see the image of her taking the swimming championship, she at least tried to look like a woman, right? But this person looks like
Yeah, it's a straight up dude. No, no, they're
it's
not
just
even
a
like they're
man.
not even
No,
bothering anymore.
yeah, he put zero effort. He's not even
No, no,
committed to it. No
dude, I can be
commitment, nothing
I'm a
whatsoever.
I'm a woman. I'm not a
Yes,
woman.
I'm telling you, all you need to do right now to make it is become a boxer, become trans, or declare yourself trans. You don't even need to do anything, just as you are, like the way
Start
you are.
punching women.
I'm telling you, and look at the money that is waiting for you.
What are you
hundred
talking
thousand
about?
US
Most
dollars.
definitely.
Wow,
I'll go punch a couple of ladies, get $100,000. That's easy, man.
easy money,
Easy
easy
money.
freaking money. My goodness.
Oh my god. And they were actually
Oh,
banned. They were banned. After that year, they were banned. They were like, "You're not gonna compete against women. This is stupid." Because this
yeah.
guy, when he tried to get into men's league, they didn't even put him in the league. They were like, "Dude, what the hell? You're so amateur. You're not even allowed to compete with the men.
Yeah,
Like you're
and
gonna
then
get hurt."
he had an epiphany. It was at that moment that he realized that he was
Uh
internally
huh.
he was a woman. Like
Yeah.
inside, he has this two spirits,
That's
and
the
the real
day.
spirit that is taking preeminence right now is the spirit of a woman. It always
That day
happens in
he
those
became a
crucial moments, right? When you are rejected by the male league, then you realize, my goodness, I am actually a woman. Ah, powerful.
This is
So,
horrible.
and now they are competing. It will be a shame. This young man, the both of them, both this guy and the Algerian guy. Where is the Algerian guy?
Yeah, this guy.
It will be it will be a
He's
shame.
actually he actually looks a little feminine compared to the other guy.
Nah, he looks like a man. I don't see anything feminine here. Look at these two pictures, and it's clear somebody has. Oh, come on, this is obviously a man. It is
No,
obviously
you're a transphobe. How can you say that? How can you even know? You
nah.
haven't seen their genitals, and even if their genitals are not matching their gender, doesn't mean that they're not a woman.
Yeah, of course. Some men have some women have penises and some men have vaginas. It's
Yes,
scientific
yes, of
facts
course.
known since the beginning of
Yes,
time. Okay, men
yes,
can get pregnant.
yes. There has always been trans people.
We
Everybody's
have always
trans.
we know that. Yeah. Wow, this is
This is so
powerful stuff.
stupid.
This
And
is
did you
powerful
actually
stuff.
see the one? They banned hijabs. The French Olympic teams
Hmm.
are not allowed to wear hijabs. The other countries are, like the Muslim countries, and they're competing women. Like the
Mm-hmm.
one who can complete. Not a lot of women are competing from Muslim countries, but the ones who can are
That's why they
allowed to
sent,
wear the hijab.
that's why they
Yeah,
sent
yeah.
a man because a lot
Woman
of
like him. Woman like him.
these are the only women that are
Where are
allowed
you?
to
Where
compete.
is his? Where is his hijab? Where is his hijab? I'm gonna see the hijab.
He doesn't need hijab because he's a
You're
trans
saying you're a
woman.
woman. That's haram. Put a hijab on, sister.
Did you see that? Did you see that Muslim preacher who was like, whenever he see a clean shaved man, that he thinks that the
Yeah,
person is a
he's a beautiful gay man.
he says if you put a hijab on this brother, he's going to look like a
Yeah, the imam was saying that men shouldn't shave because
yeah. He should
shaven men look like women to him, and he gets bothered.
yeah. That's when you know that somebody is secretly gay. Just come out of the closet already. I mean, when
You're
clean
gay.
shaved men are your problem, you're like, whoa, this
Why are
man
you
is turning
gay?
me on.
Why are you gay? Who's gay? You're gay.
Why are you gay? Who says I am gay? You are
You are
gay.
gay. You are gay.
I
I
am
love that
I am a
interview.
I am a woman who is attracted to a woman. Yeah. Anyways, it's fine.
Yeah.
All right, then
Yes.
there is this
Translated the most.
yeah. You see,
So this was about France is secular. Like the Olympics were supposed to not have any religious symbols and yada da
mm,
da da. So
yeah,
does
no,
this not? Yeah.
but except if you are to make fun of them, right? You are not to allow religious symbol except for the purpose of mockery. You understand? That's the rule.
Yeah,
I know you didn't
but
read the rule book very well, but that's what they said. Read
doesn't
it,
this
read it.
rule apply to like pre-Christian, biblical, Revelation, Old Testament, ancient Greek paganism and symbolism? Aren't these religious things? Weren't they supposed to be banned? Like if they would have actually obeyed the rules of not
Mm,
putting all of this religious bullshit and images
mm,
and dragging and queering them, we wouldn't
mm.
have this dilemma with Christians being blah, 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 and just obey the rules,
Christian,
dude.
Christians should just the best way if you want to introduce your religious symbols, like these people who have skateboards with uh the Jesus symbol from what's no other
Yeah,
country. I
he
think
was
it's
banned.
Mexico. Yeah, I know it was
His
banned. It's clear that
surfboard,
they're like, no, we can't have this in our competition
no, this is
from
not allowed.
Brazil. Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
allowed, right?
that's
But
not a
if this
religious
man,
symbol.
it's not,
That
it's
image
from the
is
country. It's not. It's
that
not a
is
religious symbol. It's a
yeah.
symbol from the country. Something that the
It's
country
a
is famous
national
for.
symbol. It's
It's
a
a national
national
symbol. It's like
and
saying
they
like
banned
the
this.
it's like
They
saying
banned
that
this.
the Lady Justice what's her name? No, Lady Liberty from New York. This is
Yeah,
a
it's a
religious
religious,
symbol,
right?
therefore it is
Yeah.
banned. No, this is not
Uh,
a religious symbol. For
the thing is,
Brazilians, it's
they
not.
banned this. They banned this dude's surfboard. He's not allowed to use the surfboard in the Olympics, representing his national country, the national symbol of his country. Banned it as a religious symbol, but themselves had all of this religious imagery, pre-Christian religious imagery, all over their ceremony. How is that?
If if he had painted, if he had on his skateboard, he put like the gay flag, the pride flag. Let's say there's a part here around here, or here, there's like the pride, you will have me allowed. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
That's
if
what
it
is
wasn't
missing.
for
I
the
looked at it
colors,
and I was
yeah.
like, I do not see rainbow here. Where is the rainbow? If you had
Where's the
included
rainbow?
the rainbow, boom, it's no longer religious.
Yeah,
All you
you
have to
could
do
have
is
surfed
include,
the rainbow, dude.
yeah, the rainbow was necessary, and
Big
he missed
mistake.
a very
Big
golden
mistake not
opportunity.
including it.
Yeah, yeah. Next time, don't do that. If you want to, then
Yeah. So
how do
so
I translate?
actually, you can read this. You can read this.
Already translate. It wasn't the Last Supper, it was the Feast of Dionysus. I hope I'm pronouncing it well. It's stupid to explain that. It's stupid to explain the matter when the entire symbolism of the show was as if directly borrowed from the Bible, from the book of Revelation and Christianity. It included an apocalyptic white horse, a pre Christian, sinful Old Testament golden bull, and obviously a scene from the Last Supper. The perversion and paganism of the iconography and mythology of Christianity was the cause of the entire offense of Christians. Of course, it was the feast of this god. That's where the whole dilemma started. According to Christians, this attack was the presented paganism of queered Christianity, i.e., sinful sexuality, esotericism, symbolism, and pre-Christian proto-Jesuses like Dionysus. You know, so
So it has nothing to do with Christianity, but it has everything to do
do with
with
Christian.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
essentially,
you
essentially.
can see pictures of Dionysus. Go down. There's Greek, actual Roman and Greek. What does that look
Okay,
like?
sounds like somebody on a cross. It's
Yeah,
not loading. What is wrong with my stuff?
computer.
Load, come
I
on.
don't know.
Yeah, it's loading now.
Yeah, that's Dionysus for you. What
Yeah,
does it look like?
that
Nothing to
looks
do with
like
Jesus?
absolutely. I see no connection. I mean, I see where's
No,
the
no, no, no.
connection? There's no connection.
You bigot conservative
Yeah,
Christian. This
it's
had
because
nothing
of
to do with
conservative. It has absolutely nothing. Okay. It has absolutely. This is one thing about queer people. If you want to be ridiculous, do it with your full chest. Do it and say, "Yeah, we did it." What are you going to do about it? Don't give us this. It's not really. It's you own it, right? Own your whatever. You know, own
Yeah,
it.
just be honest with it. Like
That's why I
if
like
they
people
would
who
have
make
said,
fun of
be honest
Islam.
with it.
They own it.
If they would have said that, yeah, we mocked Christianity. So what? We like paganism. We like all of this symbolism. We're gonna do our drag show and fuck
Mhm.
Christians. Haha. I would have said cool, but just be
Yeah,
honest
yeah,
with it.
like
Don't
that is it. Be honest with it. If that's my thing, be honest with it. If this is what you are going to go out to do, be honest with it. And that leads to like my view of this whole thing. I have a couple of like when I saw the whole stuff and then I saw the reaction. And the view has been the same. It has not changed. Like one is, do they have the right to do it in a liberal society? Yes. Is it in poor taste? Yes. You also have the right to have poor taste. You also have the right to offend people. But of course, like we said, if you're offending people, own it. You are doing this to offend. And people have the right to be offended. We always talk about you have the right to offend. We should also note that people have the right to be offended. And sometimes when they are offended, they are rightfully so. I make fun of Muslims, and I know what I'm saying will offend them. And I am doing it so that it will offend.
But I think
I
Frank,
am doing it so that it will offend them. Because I believe that when you get offended, it may cause them to think. If you want to cause me to think as a Christian about how close-minded Christianity is, and this is how you intend to do it, then yes, say that's what you are trying to do. So Christians who are offended should be offended. That is how you want to open their mind. It's just that this is not going to succeed, obviously. You're only going to make them more hostile towards you. You're going to make people Christians. This does not work. This approach does not work when it has to do with Christianity, because Christians are not going out hanging or killing gay people. They've been very tolerant for the most part. Every Christian country on the planet is very tolerant to a very large degree of the LGBTQIA plus community. Where you see intolerance is not in the Christian world, is in the Muslim world, and also in close-minded African societies. That's where you see it. You know.
now the reason I think they started to say it has nothing to do with Christianity is because they themselves realized that it actually broke the rules of the Olympics of not depicting religious imagery. And when people were like, "Oh, this is Christian imagery," they started to say, "Oh, no, 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 nothing to do with It's about Greeks and the Dionysus and mythology and all this. It's not religious." And they started doing all of this. And the second thing was to oh to hit back to Christians, to be like, "Oh, you guys are
You're
crazy. You
overreacting. You are club.
overreact."
You are pulse clutching. Why are you
Yeah.
people always overreactionary? Stuff like that.
And this whole thing, like when the whole of Europe should actually be talking about Islam and how intolerant it is against blasphemy, what they do is like the ultimate blasphemy of dragging queering Christianity, and the reactions are like, maybe you shouldn't have, but it's cool. Yeah, those
Yeah,
are the
yeah.
reactions of Christians, and now they're
Do it.
trying to
Do
make a
this.
big deal out of it.
Do this in the Muslim world. Is somebody is going to die. That's what's going to happen. That is what's going to happen if you do this in the Muslim world. Somebody is going to die. Christians, all we are going to do is just talk and be like, this is bad. Do it in the Muslim world, somebody is dead. Do it in
Yeah,
Pakistan. Do this in Pakistan. Please, the
do it.
Olympics, go to Pakistan and do this. It will shock you that your security will not stop the mob. You see, the mob that
No,
will
the
be coming for
security will
this.
join the mob.
Yeah, exactly. Your security will join the mob. You have people in Pakistan that are working in security, conniving with people outside to get those people dead. That is what I think Westerners don't understand what intolerance look like. I think at this
No, they
point, people
don't. They
don't
have no
really
idea.
understand what it looks like.
They have no
They don't
idea.
understand it.
They're trying to make out of this like, oh, the Christians are very mad now, and look, like we are fighting against religious this, and we are blaspheming. Look, and when in fact they're just trying to hide their incapability against Islam. They're trying to hide the fact that they do not actually do this shit against Islam. Never.
True.
But they will
Never.
do the ultra. They will do the extra step. They will do the ultra mega step against Christianity and expect
Yes.
some kind of a violent reaction, but all they're gonna get is like people like Frank being like, "I don't give a fuck."
That's what I said. Okay, you guys will not understand, but at the beginning, that's what I told you. Yes, I was like, I really don't care about this. My only
No,
issue is if you are going to be allowed to hit us, we should be allowed to hit you. That's my own. That's all. I'm like, oh, you want to do this? Fine. My own is if you are going to be allowed to hit us, we should be allowed to. If you are going to make mockery of Christianity, then Christians should be allowed to make mockery of the LGBTQIA plus
no, it's
community.
illegal. That's hate speech. Shut up.
That's hate. Exactly. You see, that is hate speech. You can't even do that in the Olympics. That is very not inclusive, right? So that's my own. Just make it, if your rules are good, it should go both ways. I believe in equality. This is me being so, open-minded right now. I'm fighting
Intolerant.
for equity and equality and the whole thing that
So
Kamala Harris
intolerant.
stands for.
You are so intolerant. You should dress as a drag queen right now to apologize to everybody.
All right, you guys should remain offended.
One more article talking about trans and drag people, and once we are on YouTube, put it off, Frank. We have one more.
We have one more. We have it from the most successful YouTuber on the planet, guys. This is story
Oh
from the
no, his
most
friends.
successful.
His friend. I actually really liked this guy before he became became this.
Is it Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Chris in some of
Older videos.
uh
He was like this
older videos.
outdoorsy, very
Yeah,
cool,
he
like
was really
chill
the
black
fun
guy.
guy. He was really, yeah. He was really, MrBeast always appears like a little bit socially, even in his videos, you can still see the
Socially
social
challenged.
awkwardness.
Yeah. He's very.
No,
He's
I would say
a
challenge.
little
I would say
autistic with it.
awkward, socially awkward. Look, see the
Yeah.
intolerant guy just using all the non-politically correct language.
I don't
He's
give a
socially
fuck.
awkward.
God.
So yeah,
But
you can
now
see,
apparently something
but when
during
you see,
COVID fucked us up.
yeah, but when
Way.
you see Chris, Chris is always like the guy who is like, yeah, he really, he's cut out for this kind of YouTube life. Why? He always looked kind of out of place for MrBeast, and then
No,
he became.
he was actually the only family guy who had a wife. He had a kid.
Mhm.
He was outdoors, very very macho, hetero. This the other dudes were like kids. He was a man, and he had this
Yes,
masculine aura about him. But I think during
yes,
COVID, during COVID some kind of a mind virus that was
Yeah.
going.
It was doing the micro, the 5G internet was, you know.
I think it has more to do with social contagion and Discord groups, for example,
Yeah,
and
I think.
small net communities that are brainwashing and encouraging each other to do all of this shit. I
Yeah.
think
I
it has
think he fall
more to
into
do with
one of
that.
those. Yeah, I think he found himself maybe in those circles during COVID, and they kind of convinced him that he's now trans, and then he
Yeah,
came
he's a
out as,
woman. I think
he's now a
I think
woman.
like it was previously well known that he was bisexual, I think, like from years
Mm,
before. And his
mm,
wife knew he was bisexual and everybody was cool with it. And nobody
mm,
had actual no issues with it. But
mm.
that later he came out and he said like, no, I'm not bisexual, I'm actually a woman.
Uh yeah, you can still be a bisexual trans woman. You know,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
there's always that option.
You can still stick your dick anywhere.
Very inclusive people, very inclusive set of people. And then there is the conspiracy about, oh, I say conspiracy, controversy about him, grooming
So apparently,
children.
apparently they had this Discord channel, the official MrBeast Discord channel. And when they
Mm,
first made this channel, they themselves were minors. I think they were 16, 17 when
mm,
they made these channels and
mm,
started YouTube and whatever. And they had a
mm,
lot of children in these Discord channels.
mm-hmm,
And they were used to this meme language of doing all of this sexual whatever
mm,
slurs and internet language and whatever. And they had not safe for work porn channels with a lot of kids using them. And when
mm,
they became very popular and they started to get like sponsorships and all of this, they started to clean up this Discord server and made it public.
mm-hmm,
But
mm,
later now, somebody had downloaded the old logs, like
mm,
50,000 messages or something like that. And now recently they released that. And among those logs, there is a lot of messages of Chris being not underage, being 20 years old, talking to
mm,
13, 14-year-old boys,
mm.
boys, like little boys, and like grooming them, calling them
Wow.
daddy and
What?
yes, it's
Wow, I've not even been paying
I'm not gonna
attention.
go into detail of the messages, but most of them are like very disturbing.
Very
And he was
disturbing. And he was 20 years old at the time.
yes, and
Wow.
then he was collecting this artists hentai porn images of underage girls.
Hmm.
An artist called Shadman. He was like a known fan of this artist, and he had a lot of his original works and
Hmm.
whatever. And then his victim, this 13-year-old, now 18-year-old, 19-year-old guy, later said that, oh no, I was not a victim and blah blah blah. But then it was revealed that they actually paid this guy to
Hmm.
shut up. they,
Hmm.
they paid this guy to shut
Wow.
up so he wouldn't talk about them grooming him when he was 13.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's fucked up.
Was it Mr. Beast who paid him, or was it Chris?
I think the whole
Or was
like
it just
the
the
companies
company?
behind it,
Ah,
like they put the shush money, like they shut the fuck up, like we don't want to lose partnerships. Just scroll
this
a
is
little bit
bad.
down. I
This is bad.
think
This is so bad.
continue.
This is so bad. And I like Mr. Beast. I like the guy. Like, I like him. And I'm like, oh no, you're not supposed
No,
to.
actually, MrBeast, he said like he didn't really have so bad messages in the logs. He didn't really participate in all of this stuff. Maybe here and there he was making some memes, but
Hmm.
not really part of this. And when this came out, he actually put a message out that they kicked this guy out and he's not associated with the company anymore and
Yeah,
all
I
of
know. I
this.
know, yeah. But I don't know if you remember when Chris became trans, right?
Yeah,
Or when he came out as
he
trans, and people
protected it.
were,
He was protecting it a lot. Yeah.
yeah, he was very protective. Called Chris his friend and said, "I don't like this attack you people are having on my friend. These people, you guys are being transphobic." He accused people who raise concern that, look, Chris is transphobic, and your channel is for children. Don't you think having him, as one of the people on your channel will is you in a way, telling or exposing children to the idea of being trans, which is something, of course, you don't want to. There's always the question of, do you want children to see depiction of trans people, and then in their head think, oh, it's maybe I am trans or something like that, and your show is specifically for children. Don't you think that could be a problem? And he was like, nah, anybody who has that concern is a transphobe, so. And he's like,
but
I defend my.
you can notice from the videos that he gradually steps out of the videos. Like they replace him with other people.
Yeah, because MrBeast, see, MrBeast may come out and say he's being inclusive, but that guy is a businessman, and anything he thinks is going to affect his business, he's going to, like, I heard that he fires people. He fires people like this. If he feels you're not, he just fires people like that. So maybe as a friend, he doesn't want to fire him like that, but I know he's going to, try and protect the image of his.
No,
or
he's
at
already
least,
fired. I think they've done with him. They're not gonna associate with Chris anymore at all.
I just noticed
Guys,
something.
Scroll down.
Yeah.
Scroll down a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about him.
Look at him.
Yeah,
before,
this was when he started hormone therapy in that image. In that image,
yeah, you cannot really see that he's already looking less like a man.
Yeah, and then there is another one. Here he has not started hormone therapy yet.
Yeah, he went from this to this.
Yeah. And actually, at this point, he was appearing in images with like hands like this and wearing jewelry and feminine clothes, and people were like asking, "What the fuck is going on with Chris? What is going on?" And they were actually blaming the other guy, the small gay guy, the Carl. Of the crew that the Carl was affecting Chris to become trans or something like this. And people are asking like, what the fuck? Why is Chris wearing all of this shit? But at this point they didn't tell people that he was trans.
Yeah. Yeah, but look at him now, fully trans. He's no longer with his family, I've been told.
No, he divorced his family the day he became trans.
Look at him. Happy, very happy young lady.
The trans joy.
The trans joy. The kind of thing you see on the face of Elliot Page. Let me know dead name. Elliot Page.
Yeah.
In the world of sorry, I think we are glitching for a moment.
Yeah.
This is what is happening in the world of transgender individuals and the trans community. And I just noticed for a brief moment while you were talking that we have weather controllers amongst us. This is Lola. This is Lola from Spain, and she controls the weather. So I said, let me just give her a shout out. So for example, as you live in Finland and you want sunny sky, you can contact Lola and she will help you with that. Definitely. You understand? So, yep.
No.
Let's look at some super chats. Let's look at that. Jazz has gifted so many Nigerian Perspective memberships. She gifted 5, another 5, another 5, another, and then additional 20.
And without Jack, she wouldn't have members.
You can say that. You can say without Jazz, I won't have YouTube members. She's
Jax is behind all of this.
All of it. All the youth. This is the Mossad that is funding my operation.
Yeah, you don't even realize this is Jax's Mossad.
We appreciate you, Jack. We appreciate you so much. You are like I always say, you are my number one fan. We appreciate you so much, right?
Thank you,
and
Jax.
This is from Peter Henderson. He said, I was gifted a membership, and the other day, why not on stream? Who do I thank? You thank Jazz. We just let you
thank Jax.
You thank her. Go find her and give her something. She made it possible. And this is Jazz. She said, well, we women can be so grateful that you guys definitely don't hate us. Thank you, kind sirs. I can't speak for Yaşa, but yeah, I don't hate women, but uh yes, I think that some men are seductive. So what can I say? Uh and this is also from Jai said, evil is not afraid or ashamed to show its face because evil thinks we are pushovers. We are not, and we are proud of that. Yes, we are not pushovers. And it is like I said, it is okay. It is the normal response for any Christian. It is a normal, in fact, I believe that any Christian who sees this and is not offended by it is says your Christianity should be put in question. Maybe you are one of those Christians that are waxing cold. You should be offended by it. Now, for me, I did not dwell on the offense because it's a waste of time to just dwell on it. But yes, your immediate reaction should be, I'm offended by this, because it's like watching somebody making fun of someone you love. Imagine that you have someone who you believe died for you, right? Who died for your sins and is the reason why you live and breathe and move and exist on this planet. This is somebody you hold in that regard, and you see people making fun of that person. Your normal response should be to be offended. And don't let people shame you in not being offended. That's one thing that Western world try to do. Shame people for having normal, rational response to certain things. Don't let them do that. Be like, oh, you shouldn't be. No, you should. By all, you should. It is the normal response to be offended. It's just, I feel that beyond just offense, we should go beyond that, and it should inspire us to be more evangelical, right? Discover that the world is really a fallen place and they need us more. This is proof that France needs God. And we are the ones who are going to give that God to them. So we should become more evangelical. We should go out there. It reminds me of a story in the Bible of Paul. He came to a particular city. I've forgotten the name of the city. And there were so many idols, so many temples for so many idols in the city. And Paul was offended by it. And he went to like the place where people gather to have conversations. And he went there to bring Christianity to them. So when Paul saw a city with too many idols, what did he do? He went out to preach. And that's what you do as a Christian. That is the best way to handle this. Become more evangelical, because, and I believe Yaşa will agree with me, even though he's not very. And Peter Henderson said, as in the days of Noah, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be. Matthew 24, verse 37. Tampering with the human genome all over again. Yep. And this is from Jazz again. Say, wait, what? Annie wasn't really pregnant. Are you sure? Who is Annie?
What?
I have no idea who Annie is. I have no idea. And this is from Chief Shafter. Thank you for the donation. This is like a donation to the channel, because there's no text added. Thank you so much for that. And this is from Anya Umesi. I hope I'm not.
I'm not. Like Anya's comment actually.
He said the Pope failed Christendom. This is coming from me, a staunch Catholic. Oh, he did. Oh, no. We can all, if we want to talk about the Catholic Church, we can do that all day. He did. The current Pope, he's doing more to destroy Catholicism than.
They actually have the Bishop of Finland, the Bishop of Helsinki, actually, the capital city, the Helsinki Bishop. And we have a state religion, so the state owns all these churches, the Evangelical Lutheran Church. And the Bishop of Helsinki was today on the news actually commenting the Olympics, saying that all kinds of blasphemy and criticism should be free, should be allowed. So I sent him a tweet. Would you invite me into your church to paint you a mural on your wall with Muhammad and 9-year-old Aisha dressed as drag queens? It would depict the multicultural Islamic future that is looking ahead. And he fucking blocked me.
He blocked the Islamophobe. How dare he? And this is from Jessica. The screams of the alphabet community will be heard on every street corner, and the pride flag crossing across the earth. And this is from Jazz again. Said, don't know why Muslims get all riled up. We all know Momo would have just loved it, and it would have been fabulous in the PP parade. Yeah, there are many things in the Quran that gives you the impression that Momo was, a staunch member of the LGBTQIA plus community. I mean, there was this hadiths of him sucking on the tongue of young boys, you know. So I mean, and then there is the hadith of him telling a follower of his to kiss all over his body. Stuff like that make you wonder, what is it with the sexuality of the final prophet of Allah? No, there's something there. There's something to look at
He
there.
was his shins were so white they
So
glowed.
white. So the way they describe Muhammad in the hadith, you think they are is describing a very beautiful woman. No, he's a man. He's a man that they are describing.
It's a
He's a man that is
homoerotic novel.
the way his skin is so white. I'm like, what the hell? why?
What
Why?
is Oh my god, he was so pale.
So pale, so white, so like he's beautiful. Essentially, Muhammad is beautiful. Why are you talking about his beauty? I thought this is supposed to be a masculine religion, and you're pitting
No,
your
Muhammad is
your
actually like Islamic depiction of Muhammad is very feminine. He's depicted as this feminine guy. He's not very masculine.
yeah. That image of Muhammad looks like a trans woman. It looks 100% like a
Yeah,
trans
with
woman.
all the eyeshadows and
Yeah,
eyeliners and dressing nicely and groomed and all this. Yeah, it's very
yeah.
homoerotic. I think Islam is very homoerotic. It absolutely is. What,
Yeah,
what what's it about like hiding women inside houses and just hanging out with men all day long? I think that's pretty gay.
very gay. Very no, it is very, very gay. Very, very gay. It's a very
Kind
gay
of gay.
religion. It's just they don't know it yet. They don't know it yet, but Islam is a very, very gay religion.
It's
They just don't know it
it's
yet.
it's a very closeted homosexual religion, and as
Mm,
closeted homosexuals will usually be very vocal anti-gay preachers or people like that, and
mhm.
that's why Islam very loudly proclaims we are not gay, we kill gay people, kill the gay. It's projection. it's
Yeah, it's like
projection
it's
it's what
like Islam is like Pepe Junior Ozima. Why are you gay? I am not gay. That is Islam
it,
for
it,
you.
it's just a closeted gay person who is trying to project and yell to other people that I'm not gay, I hate gay people, look how am I hating gay people, I am not gay. But actually, you look into Islam, look into the Ottoman Empire, seriously, look what they did in their
No, but
in their
the Ottoman Empire, they were not Arabs. Okay, they were not Arabs. They're not the real depiction of authentic Islam.
the
The
biggest
Ottoman Empire.
Islamic empire ever, the
It doesn't
longest
matter.
and
It
biggest
doesn't matter.
Islamic,
You have to look at the four rightly guided
the
caliphs.
most
You have to look
modern,
at
the most
you have to
latest
go
time.
way back.
They were
Yeah.
gay as shit.
Have you ever had conversation with Muslims? Oh, Muslims are the very, very interesting people. Have you ever had conversation with Muslims? Let's say you talk about Sharia law, for example,
Can't.
and then you are
You
telling them that, oh, look at what Sharia law stipulates for this, and they will be like, no, that's not what Sharia law stipulates. That no, this is a wrong depiction. That in a Sharia compliance state, this is not what is going to be obtainable. And I'm like, but this is what is obtainable in all the schools of Sharia law. They're like, no. The version of Sharia law that they subscribe to does not. I say, okay, where does this version of your Sharia law exist in? And they're like, no. That is what we are saying Sharia law should be. Okay, I'm like, okay, when has it ever been like that? Then they mention one time period, right? They often mention one time period. And then I say, okay, look at an instance from that time period. Look at what was obtainable there. And then they just go to another, they just keep doing this. They're just hopping from at one point. I'm like, look, you sound like you sound like arguing with a communist that communism lead to poverty. And what they will tell you is that Venezuela is not real communism. Russia was not real. Nicaragua was not real communism. The real communism is in their head. And I'm like, you know what? There's no debating with you people. It's just you believe that your version of something that is to come is always as it is in your head is how it's going to be in reality, even though the reality is quite different. So that's how they are. That is how they
We
are.
actually had we had this Finnish imam, like Iranian imam, but in Finnish television.
Mm.
They asked him about the Sharia punishment for homosexuality, and he was like, "Yeah, death punishment and shit like that." And then the Finnish journalist asked, like how would that happen? Like how would you punish them with death or something? And he started saying like, "Oh, it's very rare that we actually do these punishments because to punish two gay men fornicating, you have to have four witnesses to that act." And I'm not thinking like, what kind of a gay gang bang are you fantasizing in your head of two guys having sex and four other guys watching it? Where does this where does this ever happen? And why is this in your laws that you have to have gay 6 men in total? You have to have 6 men in total in a room having sexual gay activities. Like, why? Why?
Islam, ladies and gentlemen, Islam. Somebody said this is so gross. I mean, whenever you're talking about the religion of peace, this is what you get. This is just what you get. This
What
is
kind of
just, just.
I'm
What...
like watching the television program. I'm thinking, what kind of a fantasy is this imam making up in his head? Talking about, oh, we actually never punish gay people because there is no witnesses to it. And if there is witnesses, then we punish them. But aren't the four witnesses automatically also gay participating in the gangbang if they witnessed that?
And also there's also the fact that what he's saying is like not true. The
Uh,
gay person that was beheaded in the West Bank, I was there. We are there 4 witnesses.
no,
The
no,
the
he's just
the
talking
Hamas,
shit, obviously. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, he's obviously.
the Hamas commander that was executed were there 4 witnesses. Sometimes it just all it has to be is even a rumor. You know, Khomeini said that torture is a good way of getting testimony from you. So if people testify something when they are being tortured, it's credible. That's Khomeini's. That's
Yeah,
that is Khomeini's justice for you. So all these
but
things he's just saying are just jokes. At the end of the day, he's
but that is true. They just make this shit up because actually what they do is kill people without any reason or
yeah.
justification
They
or
don't read it. Yes,
process or
there's no legal process involved. In fact, when the society fears that the person will escape punishment if the legal process takes its course, if they subvert that, the person will be in a holding cell and a mob of people will chase the police out of the holding cell, get the guy out, and kill the person. It's how they do it. So
they are so morally lost that they don't even understand the morality asked in the question that do you kill gay people? And they're like, yeah, but not really. like do you not see that it is wrong to kill
no,
people?
for him to see that is to admit that Islam is false. For him
Yeah.
to say that it's the same thing with child marriage. When you ask a Muslim that is child marriage wrong, and you then see them do all these gymnastics they do because they know to
How is it
admit
rape
that
how is
child
it rape
marriage,
if there is have you seen that tweet?
if there is
How is
consent.
Yeah,
Farid,
how is
yeah,
it rape if
Farid,
there is
Farid.
parental consent? Parental
How is
consent.
when there's parental, if the parents consent? How is it rape if the parents? That's what Farid said. That's from Farid. A very how is it rape if the
Close
parents
to
are
the
okay with
trivia.
it? How is it? He's like, I don't understand. What do you mean by rape? The parents are okay with it, and you're saying, well, in his head, and this is the funny thing. He thought about that. He had that thought in his head, and
He
nothing told
actually
him.
wrote it. He
Nothing.
actually wrote
He
that
actually
shit.
wrote it. This is not something you say on a live show. People will be like, okay, maybe he misspoke. No, he wrote it down. Okay, he typed it on his phone or laptop. Looked at what he has written. I was like, yeah, great. I'm proud of this, and he clicked send. That is
We are
that
proud
is
of that. So
yeah. That is
so they absolutely they just don't have the capability to even like understand what
understand.
is moral, what is not moral, and the only thing what they can do is learn this morality from Quran because they have no innate ability to actually understand empathy, morality,
What is moral?
humanity.
What is moral is what the Quran permits. What is immoral is what
Yeah,
the
because they
Quran.
have no innate human nature ability to see it. It's been stumped out
Yes, it has been
childhood.
done, but it has been suppressed. So there's no. Can we
Suppressed.
rationally? Yeah, can we rationally have a conversation about morality? To them, it's just no. Moral. What is moral is what the Quran says is moral. What is
Yeah.
immoral is what it says is immoral. That's why they can be like pork meat is very immoral. Eating it is bad, But having it
Yeah, but
is a
raping kids,
raping
fine.
children
Beheading,
is fine. It's
cool.
great.
Killing gay
Killing gay
people,
people
hanging them.
Yeah,
Eh,
killing Christians and Jews and killing apostates and killing atheists and
yeah.
killing. Yeah, it's like
Those are
it's
good
fine.
things. Those are
Those are
good
good
things.
things, you know.
Yes. So their
So
whole concept of morality, I'm convinced they struggle to
mm,
understand. They really struggle to understand why it's bad, why it's
mm,
unmoral, why it's unethical. They struggle because they've never had to use those parts of their brains while growing
at
up.
all.
And the instances that their little conscious in their head is telling them maybe this is wrong, they're like, oh, this is shaitan whispering in my ear. The shaitan is whispering in my ear. No, motherfucker, that is your conscience trying to tell you, don't rape kids, don't hang gay people. Like,
We have
come on.
we have a celebrity. We have a celebrity in the comments. This is Rebecca Bassef. She's a celebrity from Israel. Remember the Israeli I was telling you about that I said is from Russia. That's born in Russia, not like she's Russian, but she was born in Russia. This is the Israeli. This is
Is
celebrity.
my mic
Celebrity.
volume better now?
Rebecca, is the mic better now? Say something. Say something. Let
Yeah,
us see.
yeah, I think it's better now, right?
Is it
If
better
you hear
now?
better now. I
I
increased
believe.
it a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah,
I hope it wasn't bad. I hope it
No, it
wasn't
was.
bad.
I don't think it was bad. It's Rebecca's earpiece are faulty. Rebecca, change
Okay.
your earpiece, okay? Go and buy new.
Thank you.
All
Do we
right.
have
So
any
yeah,
more
yeah, yeah.
super chats?
Yeah, there's I couldn't find my beautiful you know what? If I can't find that, I want to find this one. We'll react. Even though I reacted to this with someone with Rebecca when she was with me, but I want to see a reaction to this very wonderful progressive, no, not progressive, funny um clip of who is most likely to be the president of the United States.
You 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 know what Kamala means in Finnish?
No, I have no idea.
It literally means horrible. So if you translate Kamala Harris in Finnish, it's
Mhm.
horrible Harris. Go to Google Translate. Viewers can do this. Go to Google
All right,
Translate
let me go
and
to Google
then look,
Translate. This is
look and translate Kamala into Finnish and look
Google
what it means.
Translate. This is interesting. We are learning wonderful things today from Finland. The language I should put is Fin. Come on, Fin. Where are you?
English to Finnish.
To English. All right. So let's see, guys. Let's see. Google is about to prove Yaşa wrong.
No, turn it around. It's English to Finnish. Yeah, Kamala.
I've not even written it and they've already. I haven't even finished typing. I have not even done
No,
typing, and they're like
yeah,
horrible
Google
Harris.
knows. Google knows. Google knows. It's horrible Harris.
Oh no. Oh no, this is very racist. This is why you need diversity in Finland. This is very, very racist. So racist. Come on. A strong black woman for that matter. This is very racist. Why?
But
Why will you do such a thing?
she isn't even African. I don't think she's
No, she's
African.
not African. She's Indian. She's Indian American. She's Indian.
Yeah, she's
But
Indian, and they're calling her a black woman. Like, what the? She's Asian.
that is how it happened.
She just became black. Like
She became black. She became black
Yeah,
for political
black.
reasons. You know,
Now
she's
I'm
a
black. Like,
she's a political black woman. Okay, the
yeah.
Democrats want her to be black, and now she's black. The end. So
Indian Jamaican. I'm a black lesbian.
Mm-hmm. And here she is. Here is a parody of.
No,
I'm not sure you guys can hear it.
no, we can't hear it.
Yeah.
I can't hear it.
I
At
just
least I can't hear it.
I just know we are going to start from there. Let me reset this. Let's start all over again.
I, Kamala Harris, and your Democrat candidate for president, because Joe Biden finally exposed his senility at the debate. Thanks, Joe. I was selected because I am the ultimate diversity hire. I'm both a woman and a person of color. So if you criticize anything I say, you're both sexist and racist. I may not know the first thing about running the country, but remember, that's a good thing if you're a deep state puppet. I had 4 years under the tutelage of the ultimate deep state puppet, a wonderful mentor, Joe Biden. Joe taught me rule number 1, carefully hide your total incompetence. I take insignificant things and I discuss them as if they're significant. And I believe that exploring the significance of the insignificant is in itself significant. Talking about the significance of the passage of time, right? The significance of the passage of time. So when you think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time, and there is such great significance to the passage of time. Another trick is trying to sound lost and to celebrate.
That is a real speech. That is not a. That part is not AI. That is a real speech from the smartest woman in America. This is the smartest. I need to make a shot calling her the smartest woman in America, because I want Americans to realize that if you vote for this woman,
very well-read person.
Is that?
She's obviously not a very well-read person. It's very
She's
obvious.
She's a very stupid person. I'm sorry, but she's a very, very stupid person. And I want to make that video to say Kamala Harris is the smartest woman in America, so that Americans understand that if this woman becomes your president, that is what you are saying. That this is the best you can offer. This is the best you can offer when it comes to a black candidate, the female candidate. This is the best. This is the best black woman you have in your country. Okay?
She's not even black.
No, let us grant it to her that she's even black. This is the best. She's the most brilliant. The most as far as for now, as far as Democrats are concerned.
Frank, you are black. Frank, you are black. She's not black. I refuse. I refuse to call her black. She's obviously like Pakistani or something. She's momos.
She's
not black.
Don't drag innocent momos into this. The guy has suffered enough. I think they arrested him and Robinson. Don't bring the two of them into this. Don't do that. He has suffered enough. Come on.
No, I refuse to call her black. It's like calling Elizabeth. What was her, like an Indian, Native American?
Yeah, Elizabeth Warren is a Native American, obviously.
Yeah. And I'm fucking Jamaican.
She's 1% Native American.
Stop making shit up. She's calling herself black because she's trying to be female Barack Obama. And Obama wasn't even fully black. Obama was half white, and they called him black because but and I think it's kind of racist. Like, they have this 1 drop rule. If you have 1 drop of black, you are black, right? And this is coming from like slavery times. Stop this. Stop this absolute bullshit.
That's what I've noticed about racism. To fight racism in the West, the idea of fighting racism is being more racist. The way is to be super racist. You just become Nazi, exactly, Nazi level racist. You see somebody who is being anti-racist say something and you're like, is it Hitler that said this? Is it?
Bro, she's more white, more Asian, more whatever the fuck there is in the world than black. But because she has a little drop of black, she's now a black woman. Now she's a black woman because she has been tainted by the blackness. The pure whiteness has been tainted. This is how they think, and that's why they think she's black. that's that's it's coming from racism, like slavery
That is
times in,
pure,
in America.
that is
They thought
purist.
that if you have a little bit of black in you, you were inferior because it had
That's why they
ruined
were
your
opposed to. That's why they
it
were
ruined
opposed
your
to.
pure whiteness or whatever. But now they're thinking the same. Now they're thinking because oh her granddad's dad was maybe black, so she must be black. No,
Yeah,
she's definitely Indian. She looks
she's
Indian.
Indian.
She looks
She's Indian.
Asian.
She's very Indian. There's no. But for the purpose of politics, she now has a political race.
The
You know.
significance of the passage of time, right? The significance of the passage of time. So when you think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time, and there is such great significance to the passage of time. Another trick is trying to sound black. I pretend to celebrate Kwanzaa, and in my speeches, I always
Kwanzaa.
do.
Nobody celebrates Kwanzaa. Nobody.
Kwanzaa is a made-up holiday.
Ain't nobody celebrating Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa is shit made up by white people because they wanted to feel anti-racist and give blacks their own Christmas. No black person in America is celebrating Kwanzaa. No fucking body. This is stupid. And this is how you know she's not fucking black. This is how you see that
Exactly.
she's talking about
Exactly.
some fucking Kwanzaa. Get the fuck out of here. I am more black than you. Get the fuck.
I always do my best Barack Obama impression. So hear me when I say, I know Donald Trump's type. And okay, look, maybe my work addressing the root causes of the border crisis were catastrophic, but my knowledge of international politics is truly shocking. The United States shares a very important relationship, which is an alliance with the Republic of North Korea. It is an alliance that is strong and enduring. And just remember when voting
The
this
funny
November,
thing is they criticized Trump a lot because he was like friends with North Korea and Kim Jong-un, and they were like, oh, you criticized him a lot. And
They're
then
like,
after,
he had a thing. He had a thing for dictators. He loved dictators. That was the criticism. Now he wants to be Putin. He wants to be. Don't you see? He has a thing for dictators. That was what they were saying about Trump. Now, when he called those people his friends, they were like, he has a thing for dictators. And now this one is out here saying that America has a strong alliance with
he's
North
just
Korea.
keeping his enemies close. That
was what Trump was doing.
Yeah, that's what he was doing.
That was what Trump was doing. He realized people are enemies of the United States. Okay, let's not be too aggressive with them when it's not necessary. You know.
Yeah.
See what can be unburdened by what has been. It is important to see what can be unburdened by what has been. And by what has been Joe Biden. You think the country went to over the past 4 years? You ain't seen nothing yet.
I say nothing yet. This is obviously AI generated, but the clips
it is so perfect.
But the clips in between her talks are real. Like her blundering and stuff.
Those clips
are real.
That's real.
Absolutely.
Again, Kamala Harris talking about equality.
It has to be about a goal of saying everybody should end up in the same.
What is wrong with my internet?
It has to be about.
Sorry. It was buffering a little bit, right?
Yeah, you're lagging.
Right, Anta, was he buffering? Yeah, it was lagging. Is it still lagging? You should have started by now.
No, you can start the video.
All right.
It has to be about a goal of saying everybody should end up in the same place. And since we didn't start in the same place, some folks might need more. Equitable distribution. Giving resources based on equity, understanding that we fight for equality, but we also need to fight for equity, understanding not everyone starts out at the same place. So there's a big difference between equality and equity. Equality.
This is like
just often
middle grade. Like a middle grade person, 15, 16-year-old who has learned a new word and just keeps going with the
That is how
same thing.
that is how she always sounds. That is how Kamala Harris always. She sounds like that. I just learned something today, and she wants to share it with you. It's like I learned
Yeah,
something. So
as if nobody else knows about it, as if nobody else has
we all
thought
know what
about
the
it
quality
before.
of outcome is. Yeah, we all know what the quality of outcome is, and that is very, very communist. In case you don't know, this equality of everybody must end up at the same place.
And she talks about it like it's a very big idea. Nobody
Like
else knows about it.
Yeah. I'm
As
the
if-
first to
as
come
if-
out with it.
As if this idea hasn't been debated for 100 years before. You know?
Kamala Harris is the first person to come up with equality of outcome. It's not like Jordan Peterson have not been debating about this for most of his public career. It's not like people before him have not talked about. It's not like an entire book was not written about this in like way back by a man named Karl Marx. It's not like anybody has ever talked about something like this. She's the first person. Okay, it's not like these are not things that countries have implement unsuccessfully. It's not like there's a country called Venezuela, for example. Just talk about it like it's the same thing. When she wanted to talk about artificial intelligence, it was like we are talking about AI. Anyway, it is two words, A and I. It stands for. I don't know if you've seen that speech of her talking about AI. And she was trying to define what AI is. Like everybody who is listening to her right now is so stupid they don't know what AI is. That's just how she talks.
Well, that often assumes everybody started out in the same place, as opposed to equity, which is everyone should end up in the same place. And if you then understand not everybody started out in the same place, you understand some people need more. So we all end up in the same place, right?
We are proud of the fact that equity is one of our guiding principles. Proud of the fact that we understand equality is important, but not everybody starts out on the same base.
We see that people in our country are having an experience that is not equal. So when we talk about the
And that fake Barack Obama pause that she tries to mimic. Like she will say something so basic and then put her face like, oh, I just said something profound. Come on, guys. I just said something profound with that dramatic pause.
the work we are doing here together, it is recognizing that and being guided by this principle of what we must do in the spirit and in the interest of equity. To put equity firmly at the center of our economic policy.
But no, if you look at the reality of who will benefit from certain policies.
Have you
When
seen
you
old
take into
pictures of her when she was like a side piece to influential men?
Don't be sexist. She was not a side piece. This is a strong, independent woman. She walked her way to the top. Okay? She earned
mean sucked?
everything. Your words, not mine. I'm the Christian in this.
No, I'm serious. Look at her past and how she actually obtained celebrity
I know
status
that.
and politics. She was always like this side piece, hot lady of influential men.
Yeah.
Slowly from there.
In my last lifetime, I shared a headline from the former mayor of I think San Francisco, who said that he had a relationship with Kamala Harris and gave her promotions while they were in the relationship. So she got most of her political promotions while she was dating the former mayor of San Francisco. That's how she became Attorney General. That's how she became, But all of us are supposed to ignore all of that. She's a powerful, strong woman who, deserve everything. And if you say anything DEI related, say she's DEI or something, of course they'll call you,
You can clearly see her intelligence and the deserving of this role from her speeches. It's very obvious. Yes.
Yeah. She's good at giving head but not having head. So
that's your words, not mine.
Starting at the same place, and they're not starting on equal footing. It will directly benefit Black children, Black families, Black homeowners. It has to.
And you should remember that this is the woman that locked so many black people up for possession of
Weed.
marijuana. This is the person that is now like, oh yeah, we want to empower black people. Politicians are so funny. They will just change.
I don't understand. Like, you're living in a country with the black population being highly uneducated, with single dads, with education problems, with gang problems, with violence problems, with black on black problems, economic problems, social economic problems. And what do? You take the most chilled out ones, you take the most peaceful ones, just smoking their weed, and you put them in the prison. What the fuck? Why don't you put the other guys? What did this dude do? He was sitting in his porch, just smoking his weed. He didn't do anything.
You're the one seeing it like that. He's not saying it like that. Oh yeah, she wasn't saying it like that. Obviously, yep. Anyways, let's not.
It's absurd. If you look at the black community and population in America, it is absurd in which topics they are trying to fix these issues without ever talking about the real issue of culture. The black American culture is horrible. It is horrible.
Saying that the black American culture is horrible is deemed racist.
It is anti-education. It is redneck. It is obnoxious.
Yeah, it is. That is something black people don't understand. That thing they call black culture is redneck culture. It's not even black. It's redneck culture.
Yeah,
it's how the rednecks are. They don't value education. They of drinking, sexualizing their women. Yeah. Being overly sexual, engaging in all those things that you people call your culture. It's redneck culture.
It is. If you read Thomas Sowell, there used to be these northern cultured black people, civilized, normal black people.
Yes.
Which were basically stumped out by the Democrats at some point by favoring these obnoxious, ignorant, redneck black people that became the mainstream of black people. That's how they keep them fucking down. They keep them stupid. They keep them redneck. They keep them obnoxious. They keep them economically poor and violent in prisons and all of this. And this is all have to do with that culture. This is exactly what Thomas Sowell is talking about. I'm not making this shit up. Africans can see it. You're an African, Frank. Do you identify as a black American N-word?
No. Let me even tell you something interesting about Africa. We ourselves look down on that culture. Like, if you want to break your parents' heart, if you want to break their heart in this country, you really want to shatter your mother's heart to a million pieces. Go get ear piercings, go get tattoos, make your hair dread, and start sagging. Just do all of that, and your mother will weep. She'll say her son has gone. She has lost a son. But in America, that is called black. Oh, that is how black people are supposed to dress. Like, really? It's supposed to look like that. That is what it means to be black. No, even Africans don't agree with that. They're like, nah, that is being wayward. That is being for the streets, like they'll say about women.
They associate being ignorant to being black. They associate not reading books to being black. They associate gang violence to black. They associate all of these negative aspects of being black. And if somebody wants to get out of that, somebody wants to get educated, reads books, starts to talk properly, doesn't talk rednecky, stupid, starts to use proper English. The other ones will call him house N-word,
house nigger,
or Uncle Tom, or you're not black anymore. You gave up black culture. No. He educated himself. You stayed
even the African American vernacular, like using "ent" and all those things. If you speak like an African American if I'm talking to my parents and I try to, let's say, mimic that, they find it very annoying. They're like, "Don't talk like that in this house. We don't talk like that in this house." My parents don't even like.
You talk
Talk
proper
proper.
language.
You don't. We don't. In my house, we don't use the N word. We don't use cuss word. You speak like
Yeah.
a responsible human being.
Yeah, but that's what that's in America. That is what white people are. That is to be a respectable human being are what
That's what it
white.
means to be white. That is
That
white.
means that is whiteness. That is whiteness.
Mhm.
So all their idea of this fighting whiteness with racialized queerness and BLM and radical queer and race theory and all of this, they're actually just telling that we are fucking stupid and we are fighting the smart ones. That's what they're saying. In my
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm seeing. They're not actually elevating black people. Think about like Martin Luther King's time. You had 1 million black men marching on the street without a
On
single
suits.
violent incident.
And they were on suits. These
On
men were
suits.
on suits.
On
They
suits.
were well
1 million
dressed.
black men marched, not a single violent incident, marched in their suits and showed the Americans that we are fucking educated, we are same as you, we are not rednecks, we are not ignorant, we are not barbarians, we are not all of this what you're trying to depict what we are. But now you look at America's, where are these suit wearing normal black people?
No, that's the house N word. That's yeah.
They've
You want to look
eliminated them.
yeah, you want to look like the white man. Look at you looking all white, acting all white. Or they call you an Oreo. You're black on
Oh,
the outside, white
you
on
have
the
to
inside.
be, your mom has to be white, you have to be half white, then it is acceptable for you to speak properly or be the
And even those
president or
people,
be
even
like
those people,
Barack
even
Obama.
even the mixed ones amongst them are trying to prove their blackness. If you notice, look at
Yeah.
Kaepernick, for example. They are trying to, we feel racism too. It's like they are even the ones doing the most. The ones that have white parents, one white parent, they're the ones doing the most, trying to be more black in the sense of claiming oppression and justifying, negative black behavior. That is why you have one of the most racist president in recent history. Well, it's not Trump, it's Obama. And people will be like, oh, it's not true, but he is. What the racial divide in America, he created that. Identity politics, he started that among Democrats. It was all his strategy. You divide the country. You say you divide the white against black, straight against square. That way, this particular demographic gets to vote for me. Keep everybody at odds. It's the divide and rule tactics that colonialists used to hold Africans down. And many people don't even know that that's how the colonial authorities ruled Africa. Keep the tribes divided and nobody will pay attention to you. It's how they work. So yeah. Yep. Let's not look into more. We've stayed 2 hours. It's been wonderful having you. You're an amazing guest. You are the only good talk that I know, Kurdish person that I know. I think every other Kurdish person is like a racist or something. Even though I still think you're racist, but you're the only good one I know. And also the only one that I know.
Aren't we all? We are all super racist and far right and
far right,
and
extremist Kurdish person. So
very offended of blasphemy and all of this. Yeah, we hate gay people, and we hate trans people. We hate drag people.
We
hate
black
children.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all of those. Anything negative you can come up with. I am everything.
Yeah, yes. Closely, but also Hitler and Mussolini at the same time. Yeah. Okay, we've seen this comment. Let us look at this. Yeah. Just a few comments and then we are. Let's point out hypocrites like Kamala the hyena. I made a live stream. Not a live stream. A short comparing her to an hyena. I was like, she laughs like an hyena from the Lion King.
Jax, chill. You're gonna get demonetized.
Let me not even read it out. But you're doing well. Keep sending me the super chats. I appreciate it.
Don't read that. But it's factual, though, according to Reddit. Jax is factual.
Yeah, it is 100% factual. Yeah. Fire horrible Harris programmer. He's clearly Dawa level educated. She needs new software. Kamala Harris is perfect. She's what if you want a puppet, that's what you go for. She's perfect for what they need her for. And yep, guys, thank you, thank
I
you
don't
all.
think she even realizes she's being a puppet. I don't know if she even knows that.
She just wants to be president. All this talk about puppets is weird that I bothered with stuff like that. She just wants to be president.
No, she's not gonna be president. They tried this with Hillary Clinton. They're doing the same mistake again. It's not gonna work. It's obvious. The game's
Oh,
done.
look at that. I just got gifted 2 months membership.
Yes,
Wow, from King of Current. I really appreciate that. Are you familiar with Malcolm X? Yeah, I am. And I also think that Muhammad Ali, Cassius Clay changing his name to Muhammad Ali was very, very ridiculous.
It is. It is
You- yeah,
ridiculous.
it is very, very ridiculous. Because
He
why he
justified
changed
it. Yeah.
his justification was my name is a slave
Announcing
owner's name.
slave name. Yeah.
Yes, this now.
But the funny thing,
taking the names of two popular slave owners, two very famous slave owners. Those were the
yeah.
You
The
said
funny thing is he was named Cassius Clay after a known freer of slaves that his parents were. Yeah, a known abolitionist known Cassius Clay that his parents were idolizing. That this guy was freeing slaves, and they really liked that guy. He was an abolitionist, so they named him Cassius Clay. And then he said that, oh, I don't want my slave name, I want my free name. So he took Muhammad Ali, the name of the most known slavers in the world.
Muhammad and Ali, two notorious slave owners. He took both of them.
So stupid.
That is what ignorance can do to you. That is what ignorance
Too
can
many
do.
hits.
Yes, thank you, Anta and Frank, for the laughter and fun. That's what we do. That's what we do. And Current gifted another 5 Nigerian Perspective membership. Thank you all. It's really been fun hanging with you, hanging with my incredible guests. I think we should have you every week at this point. Come every week and tell us what is bothering you. Just like, Frank, I have another thing on my mind. Can I come? This is how this live stream happened. Anta was like, I have something that's bothering me and I'm looking for somebody who has a channel to air out my my grievances. And I was like, of course.
I just sent you a message, very, very short message, live about podcast. That's it.
And I was like,
live about Olympics. Live about Olympics.
Whatever you want, and whatever you want. This channel is available. So next week, if you have another, even tomorrow, you say this is what is bothering me. I'm like, all right, we are going to do it again.
You should have some more important people here.
All right. Hey, who says we can't have more than 2 people? We can always have Yaşa and some other guests. You know, it's 3 can
No,
play.
you should totally ask Momos about the Tommy Robinson.
Yeah, definitely. When he's finally released from prison, we'll ask him.
He's not in prison. I think he's in Poland or something right now.
What is the difference?
Yeah, right. Come on, man. Yeah, but definitely you should everybody should first of all go follow Frank on Twitter. You can see his Twitter handle under his name. My Twitter handle is also under my name over here, and his is over there. The Nigerian Perspective, and mine's over there. Please go follow. He doesn't have a lot of Twitter followers, which is very weird.
But I've been 1,000. Glory to God. It's a huge.
He's at 1,000 right now. Last time he was at like 400. So go follow him. He needs more Twitter followers so he can post more shorts and videos on Twitter also, and maybe monetize that. So go do that and follow me also, and follow the channel and get a membership to Frank. And I've been on Yaşa. My website is Yaşa.fi, and you can find me there. I mostly write in Finnish, but sometimes I write in English.
Yeah, you can also find every of his socials, the details about how to follow him and stuff in the description. The links are all in the description. Every link you need, even my Twitter is in the description. So go there, click on those.
Yeah, you can find his OnlyFans also.
Yeah, where I sell only fans, just fans. Okay, I sell just fans. That's what I sell there, just fans.
The Nigerian fans, the ones behind him, you can see in the video. There's one of those.
Yeah, you can see the fan. It's not on. I sell those.
It's the only fan. That's the only one he's selling.
Just fans. Okay, that's what I sell. All right, guys, take care. It's been fun. And I really appreciate this. Take care. Take care.
Bye bye.